One of the morons says, why is everything in QLA, especially in the YouTubes, so repetitive? Why do I repeat? So then I read the thread, which I normally wouldn't do. And every imbecile after him is trying to explain why. None of them are the right. And then finally, the 82nd thread, or I think it's because we're stupid. And I don't know how to bring that up to the top one. But that is exactly right. Because you're fucking morons. Because your emotional bank account is so fucking low. Now remember I said to you there's two bank accounts in life, an emotional bank account and a financial bank account. And most of you are worried, and it's already consistent with the kind of questions you guys have asked. How do I get money out? How do I do this? Because you got no money. So you're worried about your financial bank account, right? Okay. But the reason your financial bank account is so fucking low or in overdraft, does everybody understand overdraft? I mean, it's overdrawn. No. Overdraft's different. It's overdrawn. Because you've never made any deposits in your emotional bank account. In the first 7 or 8 years, it's your parents that make deposits in your emotional bank account. Do you understand that? And because they didn't, because they fucked you, you have none. So the older you are, the more overdrawn you are. And coming here isn't pumping up your emotional bank account. When you go out there and do something, like Andreas, then you're adding to your emotional bank account. Right now, there's not a cocksucker in this room that isn't overdrawn on their emotional bank account. And when you have no emotional bank account, you can't give and add to anybody else's emotional bank account. And that's why all your kids are fucked and will be fucked. And the reason I repeat it is because I'm trying to get you to understand that. I say it in 100 different ways, but you still don't understand it. And these fucking meatheads on fucking YouTube, and they pontificate back, oh God help me. They pontificate back and forth. It's the blind leading the blind. You only have 2 times to make a first impression, right? 1, the way you look. And vis-a-vis QLA, we cover that pretty solidly. And number 2, when you open your big fucking mouth. So you can tear away all your looks and your dress and you look professional and you open your mouth and you say something stupid. So that's, you can act self-confident. Self-confidence is, you could put the word acting. Self-esteem is for real. If I'm in my boxer shorts, and back in the 90s, I used to give a seminar in my boxer shorts sometimes, to make a point about first-time impressions, what they look like and how they talk. But within 4 or 5 minutes of me pitching in my boxer shorts, my Madras boxer shorts, with a teacher that says, fuck you, they forgot the boxer shorts, and the fuck you, maybe they didn't forget the fuck you t-shirt, but I was selling, and so I overcame what I looked like because my smooth baby shit coming out of my mouth. But self-esteem is what you really feel about yourself. It is incredible, the fucking stupidity. P.T. Barnum about 100 years ago was right. There is a sucker born every minute. I think every second. It really is. Even after 27 plus years, it's beyond my fucking comprehension. It's so far beyond I think the reason aliens haven't come down and done anything is because we're so fucking stupid. That's what I think. Because we're so insecure. I told Brian Rhodes when we first interview I did in 2014, and he released it on Easter Sunday. Other than I told him I was going to change his life, I said, you have no idea when you're not afraid, how it opens up so many millions of vistas. It's like, it's supposed to be billions of universes or bullshit like that, trillions of stars. I mean, when you truly aren't afraid, the options that are open. Guys, I mean, it's a good thing I have a strong heart. But I mean, some of the things that I hear them say and write would stop a strong man. It would stop Hercules' heart. And that's why it's so easy. Yet, and I'm not telling this to put shit on. Some of you are going to falter in the beginning. I mean, in fact, most of you will. The best one of you in this room is going to falter. The best one that's ever sat in this fucking room is going to falter. Because most of you didn't anybody take Greek or Latin in school? Language? I don't even know why I asked that. But it's like you're having to learn Greek, which is a dead language. Now, I don't mean Greek like the morons in Greece talk, but I mean Greek from 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. It's like you're trying to learn a dead language. Why is it dead? Because nobody uses it. And the people that have a lot of self-esteem, and there aren't that many of us, believe me, don't even think about it. See, the challenge you're going to have to first get over is having to now, I'm not talking about the guys that don't speak English. Have to translate it into what, and you should ask yourself, what would Dan do? What would Dan do? How would Dan react? What action would he take? And that takes time. That takes time. For me, I don't even think about it. It's me. And at my 70th birthday, the 200, these are hitters that came. These aren't fucking morons that came to my 70th birthday 5 years ago. Asked my daughter, our 2 sons, my kid brother, my kid brother's wife, my wife, and the 2 guys that I knew 50 years, 100 times, is this how he really is? The beginning of the 3rd day of the party, it was a 3-day party, my daughter came up to me and said, Daddy, these people really are stupid. I thought you told us that all these years of me growing up just to make me feel better. But they really are stupid. No, honey, you're confusing stupidity with no self-esteem. Some of these guys are rocket scientists. And they're worth rocket scientists. Because she can't relate either. She's me with a skirt in that tall. And that's an ugly motherfucking combination. Just imagine. And the YouTube, no matter how many times I say it, I'm not just saying it to move my lips. And the reason I repeat it so much is because you are afraid. You are afraid. And the kids that are on YouTube, I don't have the words, and I'm an articulate motherfucker. I don't have the words to describe. Yet you see a 19-year-old we talked about yesterday, which I'm not going to put on the YouTube because I don't want them chasing the poor little fucker down, like a stray dog in the street. Never met him. Don't know him. And he's already done what I want you to go out and do. I know it's possible because I saw Josh Kim at 17 do it. And I've seen 13, 14, 15-year-olds do it. But when you get one out of the blue, and he's standing in front of the Big Four accounting firm that he uses, because he's using their offices, and he looks, it's a lie, he doesn't look 10 years old, but he looks 14, 15. I can just see him going into the managing partner of that office. Really, I can't imagine it. And, and he's got the board meeting, and they're setting up a big lunch, da-da-da-da. He's 19. but he's got self-esteem. So what I'm doing now is I'm drilling down. I want to know why he's got self-esteem. Just as Sally and I went to Josh Kim's parents, not once, not twice, but 3 different times over a year and a half, because maybe they were acting, but after 3 visits, the real family is going to show up. Why does this 19-year-old kid have self-esteem? And you don't.